Hello, today I'll show you how to fix Sony MDR-XB550 or other Sony MDR-XB extra bass series headphones that have damaged 3.5mm 4-pole plug. This 4-pole jack is together with microphone and button contact. That's why I'll show you how to replace 3.5mm jack, or you could say, fix Sony headphones with a flat cable. This tutorial is also useful for any headphones with a flat cable. To make these headphones look and work like new, let's do this DIY repair like a pro! As always, you'll need standard soldering kit, some heat shrink tubing, and 3.5mm 3-pole jack if you won't need the microphone. But if you need the microphone button functionality, then 4-pole jack. Today's patient is Sony MDR-XB550 AP black extra bass headphones with a broken 3.5mm 4-pole jack. Remove it because we will replace it with a new one. Then from the beginning stretch out the wire to straighten this rubber cover. Then put on the 3.5mm jack's outer part on the cable. If it fits, lucky you, because my one doesn't. It's a typical problem for flat cable headphones. The wire is wider than the hole in the jack's housing. That means we should take a metal drill according to the size of the cable and make the hole larger. If cable now fits through the jack's housing, then you should grind the sharp edges so they don't damage the cable. Put on the jack's housing on the cable and now we can start removing the rubber isolation. Do it very carefully without damaging the cable vanes. After removing the isolation and splitting everything by colors, we get 5 small wires. Before soldering the wires, let's put on the cable small heat shrink tubing and wrap together both gold-plated wires. It will be ground for speakers and microphone. Then cover within all the wires so we can easily solder them to the 3.5mm connector. Also do the same with all 3.5mm contacts. Then put the wire in our new 3.5mm connector and solder the microphone vane, which is blue in this case. But it's always safer to check it with multimeter, just to be sure. Fixate the wire by pressing it with the connector's metals. Prepare wires for soldering and remove the spare lengths. Remember that red is right channel and should be soldered to the second contact. Left is green and soldered to the first contact. And both gold wrapped together wires are ground and should be soldered to the third contact. Wire colors may be different, that's why, just to be sure, you can check them with the multimeter. When wires are sorted, solder them to the corresponding contacts. In the end, it should look like this. Of course, if everything was done correctly. Before we continue, I advise you to check if everything works correctly like it should. If it works, then isolate the contacts with a nail polish that you can find in your wife's or mother's treasure chest. In the place where cable connects to the connector, apply some glue and shrink the heat shrink tubing to increase headphones lifespan and to strengthen the cable. Apply some glue on the contacts, like a lot, and screw on the jack's housing very tightly. Headphones are actually ready for use. But just because I said that I'll repair them like a pro, then we have to cut off one heat shrink tubing that we'll apply over the jack. Press a little bit of glue on the places where wire enters the connector. Shove the heat shrink tubing on the jack and properly attach it. With these actions, we improve the visual look and got extra fixation for the headphone's flat cable. And here's the result. Replace 3.5mm 4-pole plug with a microphone. I would say, like a pro. I hope that you like the result. Don't forget to leave a like to rate my repairs and, subscribe. If you have any questions, as always, we can meet in the comments section. Click on the I button in the upper right corner to watch how to repair 3.5mm stereo jack or any other tutorial. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.